Hey, this is Random Acts of Tangent. I'm Adam. I'm joined here by Maestro and by Cowboy, some of the regulars on the show. Now, this is our first official show going on into the video realm. We will also be streaming live on DromeBox.com, which you guys will be able to tune in once we're ironing out all the kinks and everything. This is going to be kind of like the same kind of show that we usually do. We just hang out, we have a couple drinks, talk about different things. Right?
Yeah.
That was random. I want to make sure you guys are still with me.
Oh, yeah.
But what I wanted to do today was I wanted to talk about the origins of the podcast and how this whole thing kind of started with us.
There's another word for Genesis.
Yeah,
Genesis, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Genesis.
Beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
Start. So, the way it started for me, I enjoy listening to talk radio. I got into it because of actually Adam Carolla. Once Howard Stern took over Sirius and left open a slot, Carolla stepped in, he started doing talk radio. And even though I didn't like Carolla at the time because of Loveline, this is when I was younger, I was a kid listening to Loveline, and I'd be listening to Loveline for actual information.
Like real advice?
Yes, like I want, what's all this sex stuff all that they keep talking about? Adam, shut up, let me hear Dr. Drew.
No.
that was kind of my attitude towards it. Eventually I got the whole comedy bit of it, and I'm like, oh, that's entertaining. And so I listened in there, I fell in love with talk radio, and for a long time I decided I wanted to start doing my own podcast.
Okay.
And it was like maybe 2 years I keep bitching at Maestro that I want to do this podcast until one day we're at the back alley. And
I didn't know you then.
No?
No, I don't think so. May have been in the beginning stages.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we're at the back alley, and Maestro pretty much tells me, just shut up. Stop talking about it and let's do it. And I'm like, we can't do it. It's impossible to do. Then I paused for a second. Well, actually, I have karaoke stuff at my house. I have a computer. Why not? So we go home the next day, and we after a couple drinks, we have 4 test shows that we do. I think was it 10 minutes apiece, something like that?
I don't even remember. It was like maybe 5 to 15, maybe 20.
Okay, but we did 4 different shows and getting progressively drunker each time. But the last show is like intelligible. I'm pretty sure it doesn't even make sense what we were trying to say. I know I was not in a good headspace anymore. But maybe one day we'll release those audio files.
Yes.
See how far we've come since then.
No.
So anyway, since then, we just kind of been messing around. It was a good excuse for us to kind of hang out and talk with each other.
And drink.
And
play poker sometimes.
Yes, right, that's right.
Yeah.
We used to have poker nights.
Yeah.
We'd podcast first, then a bunch of other people would come over, we'd play poker.
I miss that.
Yeah. If we didn't have enough people to play poker, we wouldn't play for money, we'd play for like ridiculous challenges. Like, all right, whoever gets last place has to take a bite into an onion. Second place gets a whipped cream, or no, it was an avocado guacamole pie face thing.
I miss those.
Yeah,
I miss
true.
those. Yeah.
But we're getting off topic.
Yeah. Anyway, so we were just podcasting. And what was your thoughts about podcasting at the beginning, Maestro?
Well, my first priority was to get you to shut up and just do it. I mean, you were talking about it for so long, and I know you love doing the podcast, at least listening to it at the time. So I said, why not we just do it? We're spending more time just like talking about it. We might as well just put that energy into something more productive.
Yeah.
Besides just drinking. We got good at playing pool, though.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I hear the different talk shows and the podcasts and everything that's out, and I'm like, that's something that we could do. And I find myself having opinions and like yelling at the radio or yelling at
you still
whatever. I still do, but I'm like, I want to get my opinion heard as well. These guys have their opinions. How's theirs not as important as mine or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I see that.
So. That's all right. I'm sure you get that. You listen to talk radio a lot.
Yeah, I do. And there's some times where you think the other guy needs to shut up and let the other person speak for a little while. I have a tendency to do that.
Is that a hint?
No. Okay. I have a tendency not to. Okay. I'm letting you speak. I don't know if you noticed that. I usually interject, and I'm kind of like, try to make sure I'm heard.
Right.
But it's sort of like the first time I wanted to podcast with you guys. I think I came over for poker.
Oh, is that, okay.
And
that sounds
I remember you and Maestro and a few other people were podcasting, and the topic came up on Random Acts, and I was, there was no camera or anything, but I was off mic, off to the side, just chomping at the bit, wanting to throw my 2 cents in there.
Yeah.
And then I think it was after that, after we played poker and stuff, I was like, dude, I want to get on the show. I want to talk. And I have so much to say.
Yes.
And now I'm tired and I have nothing to say right now. No, but I think it was a couple weeks later you finally were like, hey, yeah, come over. We're going to podcast tonight if you want to join in. And God, you screwed up there. Sometimes you can't shut me up.
Right.
Other times I fall asleep.
Yeah, well, that was my bad for inviting you. Apologies.
Yeah.
Apologies to all the...
That's okay. Thanks for the drink, though.
I got you into whiskey.
Memories. Oh, yes. I couldn't drink it back then, but man, geez. I think what screwed me up was I started shooting the Tennessee honey.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
the
gross.
honey whiskey. Because I couldn't do a shot of regular Jack, so I did Tennessee honey whiskey.
That's like drinking a wine cooler.
Next thing you know, I'm drinking Jack and Coke, and some of the bars that we went to, it was Jack with a splash of Coke.
Not happy about the honey whiskey intro, but happy about the whiskey eventually taking over.
It broke my taste buds in.
If that's what it took to get you to join the dark side,
but
fine.
now I just, it's Jack and Coke all day.
Fantastic. So the name, Random Acts of Tangent.
You want me to take this one?
Yes, you are the giver of names, after all.
Well, we were going on the way we usually talked. Adam and I would talk about random things, and we just jump from topic to topic to topic. And whatever we originally were thinking about talking about never came around again, so it became a tangent-based conversation.
Several times you'd be like, how did we get here? We were talking about Mike Tyson a second ago, now we're talking about Burt's Bees.
You know, one of these days we ought to, just random conversations when, one of us has got to candidly be mic'd.
Right.
And when we're just sitting out or when we're out at the bar or we're doing something, just record the conversations to try and listen to. Yeah. That
was another thing. Like we'd be talking at a bar, and we'd be drawing people in from outside, overhearing us talk about things, and they just want to start joining in. We're like, this should be the show. We should be recording this.
Yeah. Speaking of bars with alcohol, you need to turn my volume down, though.
Yeah, that's right.
My volume level goes out the window when drinking.
Yes, your volume and your judgment levels.
Judgment? Yeah. I have great judgment when I'm drunk. I can drive perfectly.
Okay.
Kidding. Don't drink and drive.
Right.
And I vape, so don't drip and drive either. That's dangerous.
Oh, that seems worse to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, kind of.
It does, but you're not like mentally impaired because of alcohol.
You're just not watching the road.
Yeah, you're driving with the knee and you're dripping, into your mod.
Right.
It's not very good.
Okay.
It's not.
So anyway, Random Acts of Tangent.
Yes, back to Random
Acts of Tangent. So that's exactly how it goes. That's exactly how it goes.
So we were always in this big idea that we loved the Ocean's 11. We loved all the original Frank Sinatra, Dino movies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to do something that was similar to that, and the Rat Pack idea popped in, I guess, into one of our heads.
Yeah.
And so I decided to go ahead and just cut that up and say Random Acts of Tangent instead of say Rat. So and that making it the Rat Pack.
So instead of making an acronym. It's a big word for Cowboy.
Huh?
You went the other way around.
Yes.
You had Rat Pack, and you're trying. What can we make?
Yep.
Out of rat, random acts. Oh, that works.
Random Acts of Tangent. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've just been kind of going on from there. We just passed our 5-year mark back in April.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Holy crap! And things have been.
Yeah.
Things have been progressing nicely.
I did know you when you first started. Then.
Yeah. Okay.
Kinda.
That's true.
Maybe.
So things have been progressing since then. We got a lot of listeners. At our max, we had 20,000 downloads in a month. It was our peak, and things have been going very well since then. And now we're on the next level. We're doing video now.
Now since then, though, what was the most downloaded show?
Dr. Laura.
Dr. who?
Come on. Dr. Laura Steschinger. This was towards the beginning, maybe 4 years ago. She went crazy, dropped the N-bombs over and over and over again, and then she eventually got fired, and we talked about that and broke down the game footage of her crazy rants. And that's been downloaded several hundred times. I think that one's probably at 35,000 on its own over its lifetime last I checked.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
We shouldn't worry about numbers right
Yeah,
now.
who cares?
We're going to forget them anyway.
Yeah. So
these aren't the numbers you're looking for, though.
Yeah, so we're doing video now. We're going to be doing live streaming, and we're trying to get into social media, get a better handle on that. What we're going to start doing with this show, with the Random Acts of Tangent video show, is we're going to start doing comics. We're going to start guests come on, do some comedy for us, talk about different things, talk to them about it, and just kind of go from there. See how it evolves.
Some comics and stuff like
that?
Yeah,
we know a couple comics. Our first comic's a friend of ours that we've known for a while. So Ben Gonzalez, you'll be coming out in just a second to do some show for us.
Fantastic.